Alright, so last time on
Dragon Ball Z.
On Dungeons and Dragon Ball Z, you started the adventure. The magnanimous Skarn Earthbeard offered you a job, and you took it. There was also Rolan Rock and Xalia and Rhyol, and now together with Karydin, Aloe, and Lekai, we escorted a bundle of provisions and whatnot, mining equipment, heading towards the town of Bravebank. Skarn and Rolan had to go early, had to depart early, away from you guys, because they had some business that they apparently needed to attend to. Turned out that was a bad idea, and and they immediately got destroyed by some brigands. The brigands are fairly creepy, and they are doing some weird stuff, including killing people. That's the opposite of good, so we came here to stop that and also rescue our benefactors, because they owe us money. You guys met one that seemed willing to talk with you, and he had Rolan with him. After some threatening and some parley, you guys went and took him up on his offer. In exchange for Roland's life, we're beating up someone that he asked us to kill. So we're gonna go do that, because Roland alive is better than Roland dead. So, with the you guys travel through this northeastern section, this little mini tunnel of the cave. Before you lies a rickety bridge that spans this little passage connecting the two tunnels that are above the stream. It's like 20 feet up. There's the main passage from the cave mouth. It kind of like going around. It climbs steeply upward, and the stream kind of plunges down and splashes against the west side. In the shadows, the stream passage continues up beyond another set of unnamed steps, and it bends eastward. You can hear just the resounding effect of waterfall. So it's that. And the characters in the lead, Lekai and Rhyol, you can see the brigands that ran off, befuddled by the silent image cast by Xalia, and they are having a discussion with two other brigands there. It seems to be a hurried discussion, and the dwarf brigands kind of wave them off and take a couple like hammers and shovels, implements, and they seem to be doing something. They're a little too far away to tell, Lekai and Rhyol, but all of you hear a rumble through the passage. This cave is filled with just a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours out, and you can see it rush from under the bridge. It looks like it has some force to it, and as you guys creep forward to see more of what's ahead of you, confident in being unseen, the dwarf laughs and kind of does a little bow and does a gesture like, "Are you happy now?" And what do you do? There's a dwarf ahead that you currently do not see, Karydin, but we'll see if we can get you to see. What happened to the vision? The vision's a little weird right now. Hang on. But while I fix that, go ahead.
Okay. You can see a dwarf ahead.
So they haven't noticed us?
They currently have not noticed you.
Cool.
There we go. Alright, fixed it. So Karydin, you can see a light up ahead, but it does not shine on any of the figures. But Rhyol and Lekai You are characters with dark vision, so you can.
Okay.
Take it away.
I guess. Well, I say to the rest of the group behind me that there's more bandits up ahead.
Is this torch going to be a problem?
Well, it was last time.
I think it may be safe to assume that it would be this time, unless we've seen any lights during the first encounter.
I'd like to drop the torch on the ground.
Okay.
Just leave it right where it is.
Is it? Rhyol, you were the one who put up the barrier, correct?
Nope.
Okay, it was
That
Xalia.
That was Xalia.
Xalia.
She kind of just tilts her head.
Is it possible for us to go back? Is it possible to go back into what am I thinking of?
The illusory wall would have dropped because she tried to cast a different spell of concentration. So it's not there anymore.
Okay.
But in character, what are you asking her?
I'm trying to word it correctly, and I'm just like,
Okay.
brain not working right with me.
Take your time.
Yeah. Lekai turns around and asks, is it possible for us to go down the slope that we came from towards the entrance? We could probably take some of us can probably take the lower route to hit them at both angles.
Karydin sort of hesitates and then goes, I don't think splitting up is wise. I am reasonably confident in my skill with a blade against these brigands, but it's in the dark in a cave when we don't know exactly how many there are. It's hard to say that we should separate each other.
Also, isn't the lower level being flooded right now? It's like the water is rising, right? So
The lower level did experience a flood. It was brief. It's not currently ongoing. You did witness the rush of water.
okay, it was just like an initial. Okay, I thought it was like
They were trying to get rid of the rock wall.
yeah. So I thought it was like a progressing thing.
Whatever was holding the water seems to have emptied.
Got it.
Okay. Lekai puts his hand to his head and is like, I keep forgetting you guys can't see in the dark right now.
How loud was that a bit? Just curious.
Rather loud, combined with the
Or no, you said it was like a roar throughout the.
yeah, it was a very loud sound, and the waterfall sound is still ongoing. And as you're conversing with each other, it's actually difficult to make out quite what you're saying over the waterfall sound. But you're still able to get all of your points across.
Okay.
Cool.
Is there so the bandits are standing in the light? Like we could see. I'd be able to see that.
The people with dark vision can. The other three cannot.
Yeah, well, I could see them because I have dark vision, but like where they are, is there a light there?
No.
So they're darkness. Okay.
Not currently.
Not currently. There's a light.
Right.
Okay. Well, with the sound of the ladder, now might be our best chance to get close without them noticing.
Agreed. I think we should just take the situation before it gets worse and move on from there.
Yeah. Let's be the aggressors this time.
Yes.
Good to me.
Karydin sort of, swings his arm a little bit. Takes out his sword. Gets ready for a scrap. Maybe a bit more than a scrap.
Lekai
Maybe
just
better.
silently nods and gets ready to move forward.
Rhyol, I guess, just starts. Would just be walking up,
Okay.
right, across the bridge.
Okay.
Great, because they're not looking this direction; they're looking towards.
Yeah, they're all kind of looking at from where you're at. You can see that they all have their backs to you, and
Okay.
they're looking at their handiwork basically.
Okay, seems to be a good chance to
Yeah.
keep walking.
As you go in, you see this Rhyol. You see this cavern is kind of half filled with two large with two large pools of water. You can see the waterfall at the high eastern wall that's feeding the pool. It drains out one of the basins and then goes into another one. Then it goes into the stream. They've got low field stone walls that are kind of serving as dams that hold the water in. One of them is empty. One of them is still full.
Okay.
Lekai follows behind Rhyol.
Have they started moving towards the second dam, or are they still?
No, they're just having a quiet, muttered conversation. They seem to be talking about pesky adventurers.
Xalia is creeping slowly, but is trying to make a point to stay behind Karydin.
Oh.
Rhyol whispers to, or Lekai whispers to Rhyol, should we go all in on this approach, or?
Rhyol kind of looks back to the group, asks, like, anyone want to make the first move?
Karydin nods. And sort of steps forward a bit. And then he realizes that he can't see.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Is there a way for me mechanically to drop this torch?
Yeah.
Or
could like throw it.
I don't
could
think
throw
you. Oh. Here.
He's had it attached for so long.
There you go.
He can't drop it anymore.
He's been holding on to it for a whole week.
Yeah. It's almost melded onto his hand.
Okay. One of the one of the humans produces a hooded lantern, and he peels back the hood and sheds light in the area, and seems to be moving towards lighting. I guess.
Can I do a thing?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Nah. We're gonna do that, like here-ish, because that's within 30 feet. And it's going to be like the sound of like a bat. It's gonna look a little bit fucked up, like not a right-looking bat. There's jagged and got some tentacles or some shit flying right past his head with a really like a weird echoey screech.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about it.
Above the dwarf or above the
Yeah.
human?
above the whoever's in front.
That's the dwarf. Okay. So, screech, 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 screech. You would not have the wherewithal to determine if that was an illusion or not. So, yeah, he ducks and but his eyes follow the bat. Whoa, what was that? Hey, where the bats got in here? And then all of them are now looking at the bat. The dwarf is pointing. He's like, oh, what over there?
Karydin's, has his long sword out and just sort of runs in with a battle cry.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume
anyone else doing
initiative. Oh, yeah. And if anyone else is doing anything, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Lekai runs in and sneaks.
Runs in and sneaks.
Yeah.
run.
to attack this guy.
Okay. Yeah.
He runs in and crouches like the Elder Scrolls game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a fashionable initiative roll from everybody.
Wait, where am I thinking? Oh, there it is.
Where's initiative? There's initiative.
Utility, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's not mine.
Founder's struggling, so I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Okay.
There we go.
Got a 22, Jesus.
Yeah, you rolled a natural 20 on his initiative.
It's going ham.
It's the one. Oh my god! It's the one that's learned by the bat too.
That's why he's
I
ready.
never roll low.
I never roll. My arrows never miss.
My arrows never miss.
Okay, Windrunner.
Alright. Karydin, you have surprised these losers. Go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
You're welcome for the distraction.
Uh-huh. Wait. Oh, let's go! Okay.
Yo, let's
Damage.
go!
Critical hit.
Ding-a-ding.
I think I just cut him in half.
Jesus. Poor guy.
You rolled nearly maximum possible damage.
Uh-huh.
Fatality.
Go ahead and start us off. This is all you.
Karydin does he yells as he runs in like an ah, and then does like a he does a full 360-degree spin, then brings the sword, from like in front of him, back, then up over his shoulder, and just cuts diagonally from the dwarf's shoulder all the way through.
This startles the bandit. This awful gurgling noise comes from the dwarf, and the human next to him that had the hooded lantern drops it suddenly out of sheer surprise and goes ah! And
What a weird bat.
What a weird bat. And just immediately unsheaths his nasty looking Chris and comes at you. He's startled for a moment, so his reaction is a little delayed, but here he comes. 14.
Does not hit.
He has to get around the dwarf to get to you? That doesn't quite work. Lekai, your turn. You have watched Karydin eviscerate a little punk dwarf.
I
What do you
almost
do?
watched it evaporate.
Yeah?
Lekai takes advantage of Karydin killing the first one and takes on the hooded mask to kill him too.
Okay. Now, give me a stealth check.
With
Wait,
stealth check?
was there a token in this spot?
There was a token. It's now just pieces and like blood dust.
Okay, because it's an empty square for me.
Okay. I
There it
can
is.
make it an empty square. Now it's an empty square for everyone.
17.
Okay.
Why stealth? Wait. does it
Because
say
he
stealth?
went to go behind the stalagmite.
Oh,
the
okay.
stalagmite. Alright, go ahead. You can make this attack with advantage.
Alright.
Oof.
23 hits. So yeah, go ahead and chunk him, and add your
This
sneak
will
attack
be
damage to this.
Yeah,
normal?
sneak
It's
attack.
normal.
Yeah, normal.
Okay.
Normal damage, and then roll sneak attack.
It's
Nice.
okay.
But you get a bonus. So,
Yeah, you get to roll that like 2 more times with sneak attack. Don't
Yep.
worry about it.
And this would be normal, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Or wait.
That
So on your
Wait.
features tab, where it says sneak attack,
Oh, that portion. Okay.
there you go, and then hit damage. Stout.
Double ones. Let's go.
All right. So now go ahead.
And I'm
You
going
don't need a
to-
stealth check for this one, so just go ahead and roll the attack roll of your next attack,
All right.
and then Rhyol, you're up, and Aloe, you're up, and Xalia, you're up. 18 hits. 3 ones.
I'm rolling all the ones today.
wow.
That's fine. You don't need them. You don't need them right now.
I'm waking up. It's okay.
All right.
You've been sitting in that cave tunnel for a week. You gotta wake back up.
Okay.
Shake the.
Leaping from your hiding spot, you brandish your double short swords that you've been practicing with, and just you slice a good weak point in the startled human, and then you dispatch him with your second blow. Well done. He falls down. Makes little weird gurgling noises.
Me.
Would you like to do anything else? You want to move, or do you want to?
I will
Do literally anything
move back
Okay.
behind it
You're a
again.
ranger, not a rogue.
Nah,
What?
It'll,
I thought it was a ranger.
he's a roguey boy.
no, I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do ranger next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I jumped in and clumsily swung my sword many times as the lantern falls to the ground. And before the lantern, no. I'm not gonna do it that way.
Not at level 2.
Oh no, the other idea I had was definitely not ideal.
Rhyol, you're up.
So I'm gonna move.
The sound of the waterfall muffles these people's death screams.
Move.
How do I get rid of this?
Yeah.
Go to the
Did she just delete her character?
no.
What? Oh no, I just moved.
No, she's. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Thought it was like-
She just vanished off the face of the earth for me.
Same.
Rhyol ducks behind a rock wall. You're not sure where she went.
I don't have object coordinates, okay?
That seems like a Xalia character trait. No object permanence.
She probably does.
Maybe.
Alright.
I can't guarantee it.
What you got, Rhyol?
So run over here and I throw a hand axe at this one.
Cool. Do it. I dare you.
Okay, actually, now I'm like paranoid because I didn't see that, like the dwarf token. There's no other token that my character can see except for this one, right?
You can see what you see. Your vision should
see,
be
like,
correct.
This
You
space.
see these two, I think.
You can
okay.
you can see both of them. Maybe
It's
this
a-
one. Maybe this one is in dim light, but you have dark vision, so that doesn't matter to you.
Wait, both of them, isn't like the one that's dead and the one behind him, or is there a third bandit here?
There is a human brigand here and a dwarf
Yes.
brigand here.
I do not see that dwarf.
Refresh your page.
The funny
It's
thing
not.
is, I already did.
We'll do it again, but with
I'm
gusto.
sorry, you don't have enough cat eyes.
So I refreshed the page because I couldn't see Thulius's token. Oh, God. Either way. I was telling I didn't have to fully reopen the page. Sick.
Nice.
Alright, but never mind, I'm not doing that, and I'm glad I asked. Because, yeah, paranoia works out in my favor. In which case, you here cast Tasha's Caustic Brew
Heck yeah.
in a line that would hit both of them. I'm not sure how exactly that works.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, you get them.
I don't know how to like rotate that, but you know.
I mean, we'll just skim his arm.
21
or his shoulder.
and 18, so they pass.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Lame.
So that doesn't like so it doesn't hit at all, right?
Not for Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Lame. All right. Well, what would have happened is it's just like a hose, just like poison shooting out.
If we don't turn the spigot on enough, and it goes and it just starts dripping.
By the way, I like the little blue. It's this person's turn indicator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Brush off my shoulders. Aloe, you see the rest of your group run in and assault these brigands. What do you do?
Let's see. Aloe kind of shuffles past Xalia.
Leaving her in the dark.
She'll be alright.
Sorry, let me get through. Sorry, bye. Walking through an event.
I guess I'll just produce flame.
Okay.
Wanna chuck it at that guy?
Do it.
Is it a lob?
Yeah,
14
it's
hit.
a lot. Wouldn't want to hit my friends.
Gotcha.
Very nice.
Very skillful.
This
Nice.
is a very skillful log. You hit him in the noggin.
Alright, Shaq. Jeez.
Base, like, for 3!
Alright, Aloe. You produce the flame, and then you're like, log. And for some reason, this one's a lot denser than normal, and it just conks him in the head, and then dissipates back into the ether.
Cool.
Anything
I
else?
think that's my turn.
Alright. Xalia, you see Aloe, or you feel Aloe's form kind of shift past you, and you see the happenings and goings on ahead of you.
Yeah, she's gonna like 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. Well, no, 5, 6. She's gonna go reach down and poke the, eviscerated body on the floor.
Yeah?
Okay.
And she's gonna
You accomplish this.
gonna turn up and look at Karydin with the most just a sad look on her face. That's her turn.
Okay. Karydin, you feel like you're being judged.
Karen's gonna go. Okay, wait. I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. And
16 hits.
Cool.
Is it just me, or was that die like thrown more aggressively, like every other die?
Maybe.
Just like so much more force. It like bounced off the screen, bounced back. It's
Alright.
crazy.
Some days you just have to have the extra. Oh,
Alright.
Actually, like,
Oh, him too? Jeez.
oh my
Karydin, you kill the other human. No more humans.
And that should be because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be
Okay.
fine.
Sticking your long sword through his stomach and up a bit, just.
I like to imagine he just kind of like walks and then steps over the bodies,
And then just
and then just kind of goes up to the guy and pokes him with his long sword.
do like one of those cartoon elongated, like the leg becomes longer sort of thing.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Xalia is spreading.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. This one is going to look at you all. He's got his short bow in his hand. He's a little freaked out now at all these adventures that came out of nowhere and just murdered everybody. And he's going to shoot a short bow, just bloop, at Rhyol.
Nice.
Is going to miss
What's up,
horribly.
dude? Nice.
The arrow flies off into the cavern, and he's going to move backward against the wall. No. That's fine. I'll come back again. That person's dead. Lekai, how do you do?
Well, Lekai decides to sees Karydin run off to eviscerate another enemy.
Have
So
fun.
so he decides to move from his spot and accidentally trips over the dead body
Uh-huh.
and sees Xalia poking at it. Quickly gets up and then runs to the short bow. And it does 2 swings of the short sword.
Okay.
It's like, there's not another day for you.
Oh,
might
maybe
be.
so. A 9 unfortunately misses.
Oh no.
Uh, 14 does hit though.
Alright. Come on, man. No snake eyes. There we go.
Okay,
Alright.
this is your offhand, so we don't get the ability bonus for the damage modifier, so it's just 5 straight damage.
Alright.
He blocks your first blow with his bow, just the short sword slamming into the wood, and you get him good with your follow-up strike because he doesn't have another bow to block it with. It just
And then Lekai makes a quick step back
Oh.
after getting a good gash on him.
Did he do the...
And if you do that, you will suffer an attack of opportunity. Is that okay?
An attack at opportunity?
Yeah,
So-
he'll get a swipe at you because you're leaving his threat range.
So, yeah, basically, unless you specify otherwise, which takes in... Well,
Unless you specify otherwise, which takes some kind of action. When you are next to somebody, or like you're within their threat range, and you move away without doing anything special, called a disengage, then they get to strike at you as you move away.
because you're, like, taking your eyes off them.
Yeah, because like you're
You're
taking
giving
eyes
them
off them, or
opportunity.
like you're not kind of like harry their blows as they as you move away, that kind of thing.
Okay. I was definitely thinking it differently. It's like kind of a hop step back or something like that.
Oh, okay, you can do a hop step back. It just doesn't actually move you.
Oh, okay.
And
The other
it
thing
will
is, I
just be
think
flavor.
rogues get the ability to bonus action.
Yeah. You can use
Although-
your cunning action to do a disengage, but that's your bonus action. Use your bonus action to hit with your short sword. Just something to consider
The
if you want to
offhand.
move away. Yeah.
Right.
Sort of bonus action.
So, would you like to stay here, or would you like to hope he doesn't hit you?
I'll stay here
Okay.
and be ready for a dodge.
Okay. Let's see. As you, where you are after you slash this person, you look around, just trying to take a sideways glance into this other room. You do see another cloaked person and an extremely large badger.
Huh.
Upon seeing you, Lekai, this person gets up and begins moving towards you. And then Rhyol, it's your turn.
Right.
Perfect. Lekai definitely mutters to himself. This is about to be fun. Worriedly.
Step off the corpse that I couldn't actually see, and now I'll actually try throwing a hand axe at the hooded archer.
Okie dokie.
Which is, it's just like a normal roll, right?
A 17 definitely hits.
Fine. Okay. Why do I have a +0? I'm very confused
I
what that
don't
is.
know, but
Anyways.
Anyway.
Well,
nice spell.
Hey, not everything I do is magic. But
Please end this bandit's life.
so effectively, it's not me throwing it. It gets like launched out of my backpack, like catapults out of the box backpack, and just lands perfectly. Let's just say in his chest.
Okay.
What's his name in Dota? Bristleback? Or his skill, like, makes it so if you attack him from behind, he shoots a cone out of him?
Yeah.
That's what Rhyol is. Rhyol turns around.
So you fire this axe and it just
Yeah, she's got
slams into his
So it's
chest.
not like out of the back. It's like
Oh,
it kind of like towers above her.
fair enough.
Okay.
Because she's short and this thing is large, so it's like it definitely is like taller than her as she carries it. There's like a space above it that it like shoots out of.
And the last brigand dwarf slumps to the ground. Do you stay where you are? Or you move.
No, I move up.
Okay. So you now see. Do you now see? You see the
I see a badger.
Yeah, it'll be the badger.
He's big. This badger is large. Aloe, it's your turn.
alright.
Lekai seeing hand axes just flying across right next to his head.
Yeah, just
Oh, Rhyol says to his two comrades in the back that we're not done. There's more. There's still more company.
Gotcha. I'll scoot up here.
me. Let me just move these bows out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I guess I'll take another step forward.
Al, you
There
peek
they are.
in. You peek in. You see this very large badger, and then doo-doo-doo-doo, you can now turn into a badger, and
The yellow text appears above Aloe's head.
I thought about making it like the Mega Man X,
Get equipped with
like stage start thing, like ching. Alright, yeah, you now have a giant badger in your wild shapes, and you see this this large. Sorry, not large. Yeah, you see this large badger, and you also see this other hooded cloak dude, and he's getting up. He appears to be moving forward. Seems a little more well equipped than the others.
Right. I'll do one of these.
One of these?
Ugh.
Oh, he's going to entangle. We're entangling. Okay. Sick.
Yours is mine.
He rolls a natural 1. The badger gets out.
Well,
That's understandable, though. He's a badger.
The badger. Alright, so being startled by the sudden spurt of growth of entangling, grasping weeds and vines coming from a cave floor, the encloaked man is wrapped up and restrained. The badger just digs its way out, just looking for bulbs.
He's hungry.
And I think I'll use my bonus action to, where the heck is it? There it is.
Eat a good berry.
Okay, okay.
Just kind of hunch over make some weird noises. Couple, strange things happen.
Hairballs.
Feathers turn into fur. And
Burr.
I'm a burr now.
You become a bear. A burr. Okay. Xalia, before your very eyes, Aloe turns into a bear.
So she's gonna turn into a bear herself,
Yeah?
but like humanoid bear, not like an actual bear.
Oh yeah, furries, let's go.
Just because she thinks because she just wants to get in on it.
I bet it's really fun for Xalia to finally have someone who can just change their body.
Yeah. Also, she's going to minor illusion a bulb here.
Plant bulb, let's go.
Alright.
Oh my.
There is now a very delectable looking plant ball. Okay.
That's her turn.
Alright. So Karydin, there's now a pretty tasty looking plant bulb ahead of you.
That's all I can see, by the way, is the very plant bulb.
Yeah, it's blocked your view of everything else.
No, like for this entire time I have not been able to see Bandit or Badger.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What she can see, but
So... Oh, there they are!
As you step past Aloe the black bear, you see more goons. One of them is a large badger.
Large badger. I think. Yeah, move here, and then I'm going to take the dodge action. So they should have disadvantage unless otherwise stated on attacks. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
And roleplay, Karydin sort of shuffles past, and then he takes his longsword and sort of grips. He puts it sort of diagonally in front of him, braces a hand against the flat of the blade to get ready for an attack.
Alright. So as everyone can now properly see these people, you get a good look at him, especially in the firelight. He looks pretty rough and tumble, with an overall dark gray attire. Like his cloak, his leggings, and boots are all dark gray, except for his armor. Looks to be of tarnished linked chains. His hood is up, covering the top part of his face, but reveals kind of a stubbly, splotchy beard. He seems unfazed by the roots grasping him, and he welcomes you all and says, "You willing you offered yourselves up? Splendid. Your souls will be a fine addition to the king." And he produces a small spherical object from a pouch on his side, and he squeezes it. And just when he does, there's this inky smoke that rises from it and is quickly inhaled by him. You can see it just lurch towards his nostrils and go up, and in his mouth, and just the ink and a shadowy aura emits from this scoundrel now. And he says, "Yes, this proves I was chosen correctly." And he would move, but now he can't because there are vines in place. That was his action, so that's his turn.
Cool.
Wow.
Let's see. You have to use your action to do it. Okay. Lekai. And he also says, "Ripper, go feast on them."
There's a tasty bulb right there.
Alright, Lekai. You see this weird smoke get inhaled by this dude, and he tells his giant badger to go get you. What do? Oh, that also changes the music since he ate the smoke.
since he doped.
Lekai watches as Aloe turns into a bear. Oh, see move. All right, I didn't know keyboard actually did that. As his companion turns into another animal, pretty shocked about that.
Nice.
And then sees how do I want to word it? Dark aura-esque and a final boss form like from the guy that's entangled.
Oh, this was just like my training. There's a final boss.
Decides to take things careful, and he throws a dagger at the hooded figure.
Okay. Go for it. Since he is restrained, you get to make this attack roll with advantage, as he's held in place.
Get his ass.
16 just barely hits.
Jesus.
You fling your dagger and you get a sneak attack on this because you rolled with advantage because he was restrained. So yeah, go ahead and give me a sneak. So you fling your dagger. It glints off of the campfire light, and as he's struggling with the grasping vines, it sinks into his shoulder right there, just and threatens to be really annoying with all of his joints and stuff. And yeah, you do a pretty good bit of damage.
And Lekai decides to wait a little bit longer before making a move, so he will stay right there.
Wait, what did that do? There. Okay. Go ahead, Rhyol. You hear this bellowing from this room.
Okay. I'm gonna like pick up my axe from this dude. Only got one.
As Rhyol does that, Lekai warns to be careful.
No, I can't get them both. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw another hand axe. So this time I'll throw the hand axe at the badger.
Okay.
See, looks like click quite a bunch of times, by the way. Oh, well. I have to re-add ammunition. Give me a second. Not exactly.
Aloe, you're up.
Alright. Movement question.
Or, yes.
There we go.
Sorry.
Wait. No, I'm attacking.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Aloe, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay.
A 16 definitely hits the badger. Ripper! The
That's like-
giant badger.
I reload, put it back in the machine, the box. Yeah, hit him for 3.
Okay. The Ripper makes hurt badger noises. That's how they sound. Okay. Anything else, Rhyol?
Okay. Yep. Cool. That's it.
Okay.
All I got.
Bird time.
Bird time, bird time, bird time.
Chance time.
So question.
Yes.
Moving into difficult terrain, does that still incur an additional cost?
On the square that you do it.
Yeah.
I think that.
Basically, the way it is, every time you move into a difficult terrain square, it's double movement cost. But you can move out for free. I mean, relative free.
So I couldn't like go here and then move in here with 40 movement?
No,
I
because
don't
you need
believe
10
so.
feet to do so.
Okay.
You could reach there, and then still hit Badja.
I should be able to go here, then diagonally here,
Karydin is considered difficult movement.
right?
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to be... Because you can attack him from here.
Oh yeah, I guess that works too.
So you could go here.
Yeah, at least while Mr. Entanglement is stuck.
Oh, wait. Is Aloe's token still there for
Oh.
anyone?
Yes.
It's okay, it's just projection.
Aloe astrally projects the concept of bear towards
Aloe, did you-
Badger.
Here, it should be like this. Let me morph you into a black bear real quick.
Okay, there we go.
Parentheses, as a black bear.
Alright. So Aloe, as a black bear, charges into this cave, heads straight for the badger, and takes a
Holy
swipe at him.
shit, you just get a second level multi-attack.
Automatic 2 hits.
Well, it's...
Okay. Go for it.
Clob and
I
Mob.
clicked my attack and now I can't click it.
Oh.
It's not rolling.
Oh, it's
though.
because it's the black bear instead of as a black bear.
Wait. Oh, I
Maybe.
had the wrong window open.
Yeah. Reopen your character sheet. There we go. The as a black bear.
But now I don't have
Go for
claw
it.
or bite.
Yeah, you do.
Oh wait,
It-
there they are.
it's in your
They're in my inventory.
They're part of your inventory now.
You thought you didn't have it.
Yeah. I mean, if you were a bear in real life, you would have claw and bite in your inventory.
16 hits.
Yay! A lot of 16s, huh? My arrows never miss. Oh,
But that one missed.
No, that's
A 9 does
That's
Okay.
the damage.
No,
yeah,
yeah,
that's the
sorry,
damage.
a 9 does damage.
Cool.
uh-huh.
doesn't count.
Take
Okay.
a very powerful swipe at him, pin him to the ground.
Oh,
Poor Badger.
Man, what a follow-up.
a 12 hits?
While he's pinned down, I reach over,
Yeah,
big chunk out of his face.
a nibble.
Yeah. You know.
In taking this little nibble, you also you eat his face.
Aw.
12 hit.
Yeah, on Badger, because it was 16 for
Right.
Meat Boy.
Yeah, I barely hit Mr. Final Boss over there.
Giant badgers have a whopping armor class of 10.
Aw. Poor
Aw.
Badger.
Nice, so it's basically, as long as I kill it, I don't have to worry.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Aloe the black bear has just eaten the face of a giant badger, and in true bear form has done something extremely gory and ripped Rippa's throat out. And that badger is no more. There is blood on the carpet.
We still do have a tasty bulb, though.
We do have a tasty
True.
bowl. Alright.
Oh, it just exists. Okay.
What?
I'm talking to myself, don't mind me.
Okay. Xalia, the bear rushes forward, and then you have your tasty bulb. What would you like to do?
This is a weird idea, but this character exists to do weird ideas, so... I am going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
What I'm going to do with my Minor Illusion...
Silent image or
Is-
minor illusion?
Silent Image, yeah, that's what I meant. Is I'm going to... This Mr. Final Boss, I'm going to make it so there's, like, weirdo black spots that are running all over his skin and getting slowly bigger and bigger.
Aw.
Make him seem like, oh shit, this is being fucked up and something's going wrong.
Okay.
Okay. That's a cool idea.
All right, we'll see how he reacts to that, based on his disposition.
That is my turn.
Okay.
What exactly is the difference between silent image and minor illusion?
Basically, I can move silent image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also I can make silent...
Can't make a sound.
Well, I did get that. From
It's
the
also...
name.
Yeah. Silent image is also bigger. As opposed to minor that has to be in a 5-foot cube, I can make silent images 15 feet.
Cool.
Okay. From this outcropping springs a halfling with a bow drawn, and he's going to shoot Karydin. Oh no, because it's the first not an animal that he sees.
That doesn't hit.
Yeah, absolutely not. And then he's going to see that he missed. And then...
Run back into where you hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to run into the roots towards his ball boss. Actually, just kidding. He's going to run back into these barrels and stuff.
I assume he didn't take like a path that would put him into threat range?
No, he went right here.
Okay.
And then bink, bink, bink.
Cool.
Running for his life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Karydin, Dun-Telor. What do you say?
He's doing that thing. I don't actually think I can reach him. Yeah, that's lame. Well, actually, that's a lie. No, I don't have Frost Breath. I used it earlier. In the last week's session.
We have a long
card.
rest.
Whoa!
Oh.
Rhyol is merged with her backpack.
What? What just happened?
Your mic is not good right
You
now.
are an actual robot.
Are you sure? Are you sure the black bear chased to the right character?
I think so.
Alright, go ahead, Karydin.
He's kind of pissed. Like he cuts the arrow sort of out of the air because he was ready for it. Like he shifts his sword and it sort of gets caught on the edge. And now he's just gonna start like sprinting towards this halfling. That's his turn. That's all. he's very fixated.
Okay. Are you dashing?
No.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
He's stomping angrily.
Mm-hmm. And then gonna take the dodge. Gonna take the dodge action again.
Okay.
But I was trying to...
You angrily dodge. You're ready
Question.
to cut down any more arrows that come towards you. Yes, question.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to get my dagger from something that's alive, how does that work?
Ask them nicely.
Hey, can I have that blade in your...
Hey, can I have that bat? You're not using it, right?
Hey, just let me get that blade. I just grab it and yank it.
Don't think you can do that without there being like a reason for them. Like they'd have to be restrained.
Right,
I think.
Considering that they're still under the vines, I was like, would it be a roll necessarily?
I'm not gonna pretend that I know rules, but if I was DMing, the way I would do it is, I would say, if they're restrained, you could try to like make some sort of strength check to grab it out of them while they're struggling. I'll let Accel.
You can you can try. I won't stop you, but it's going to be difficult to do it.
Yeah, I see your roll.
Because Murtado extricates himself from the vines. He sees you all. He doesn't really look down at his hands, but he is going to rip the dagger out of his chest, throw it down on the ground, and then move behind a stalagmite. Here, he is going to examine himself, and Xalia, you get the sense that that's what he's doing because he has this weird kind of maniacal laugh, and says, yes, rot away with me. He's creepy.
All
Look,
right.
it's your turn.
Makes sense because I figured I was like, if he did the short bow, he probably was free to move. But at least
No,
worth that.
this boy did the short bow. This guy just extricated himself.
Extricate.
Oh,
Yeah.
He did a strength check, which you can see Murtado the Encloaked, to rip the vines away.
He did the strength check to get out of the vines, because it's a strength check to do that.
I actually thought it was him for a second. He was
No.
like, I can't move. I'm still gonna attack you.
I mean, he can. It's just a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But no, it was the halfling over here hiding in the barrels that Karydin is currently stomping towards. So you see the bear assault the badger. The animals are attacking each other. Mm-hmm. The Dragonborn is going after the halfling, and the very encloaked man has dodged behind a stalagmite.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I like to imagine Ulray's, thinking about his turn. Karydin got the arrow, shot at him, blocked it, and was like, Hey, don't do that!
No, bad.
Bad halfling!
You said that he threw the dagger to the ground.
It is currently on the ground. You can see it glinting in the campfire.
Okay.
What would you like to do? As,
Lekai will take advantage of the fact that he is checking his wounds. I'm going to move in a second. And will... Alright, cool. He will use feline agility to boost his speed to pick up the weapon that he threw down, and then attack Mr. Powerful One.
Okay, do it.
Mr.
With
Boy.
two short swords.
So you run forward, your feline agility moving you through the grasping vines, no problem. You pick up your dagger in the same motion as you unsheath your short sword and then hit him. 22 definitely hits. Nice.
And as he is checking, I smack him for big damage, and I use the other short sword
Okay.
to keep up the damage.
A 15 unfortunately does not hit. He does manage to deflect this one with his longsword. You do get him good. You pierce him with the short sword in between a couple of the chain links, and then he takes his longsword and bats away your offhand attack.
Okay. And just as he blocks that one, Lekai uses his speed to move behind Aloe, the bear, the black bear.
Once again, does feline agility?
I have
I don't think it
anything.
does.
Because remember, attack of opportunity, right?
Okay.
He gets to take a swing at you. if
Keep
you move there.
forgetting. You're right.
As another friendly reminder, probably the group's last one. If you move away from somebody, they're going to hit you. Would you like?
I
can't-
keep forgetting that.
Would you like to hope he doesn't hit you, or would you like to stay there? It's up to you.
I mean, there's a lot of turns.
How frisky are you feeling?
I mean, it's either I risk the
Damage
turn
test.
that he smacks
Damage
me, or I
test.
risk the turn that he smacks me when it's finally his turn, right?
Damage test. Damage test. Damage test.
25.
I'll take a risk. I'll stay there, and I'll prepare myself for a dodge.
dodging takes an action, so
Yeah.
you can't attack and dodge.
Okay. So then, since I did the short sword for the main one in the bonus action, what is is the offhand the bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now I understand it now. All right.
And dodge is a full action, like it's a standard. normal.
There's in the "What Can I Do Though" channel. There's a handy reference sheet of like what you can do in an action and a bonus action.
All right. Cool. I will view this as your turns are going then.
Rhyol.
Because I can't remember which of these large graphic squares is which spell. I'm gonna move effectively behind Karydin and try a harpoon launcher the Murtado.
Okay.
Try and fire a harpoon at him.
19 hits.
Bam.
Harpoon
With my
lies in
foot,
between his chain link.
Yeah, like over Lekai's head, right into him.
Okay.
It's okay, it's not about,
heck
it's not about the
yeah.
damage. It's not about the damage. I mainly just want to pull him back into the vines.
Yeah.
Okay. You pull Lekai with you. Or
Oh,
with
do
him,
I?
as like since as he grabs onto Lekai and both of them pull towards you.
Okay, not my intention, but...
I mean, we were engaged on the second swing, so.
Yeah.
Did not know that's how that worked, but okay.
Well,
I mean, technically yes, because
I mean, I have no objection to it.
yeah.
Aloe the bear.
I was just surprised by that.
I love the bird.
Aloe, as a black bear, takes this opportunity to surround the smoky man.
That's Lekai you're standing next to, I think.
No.
I'm next to the dead
So
body.
that's 10, 20, 30,
Yeah,
35.
The guy is
40.
here
Yeah,
on our screen.
Okay.
Sorry?
I'm
Good,
refreshing.
continue, Aloe.
Oh, okay. Naturally, another multi-attack.
Naturally.
Start with the claw.
Okay.
I roll at advantage here, right?
Yes, you do. He's flanked.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
a 12 does not hit.
try that again.
You scratch against his
Start
chained
with the
mail.
claw. And then you go for the maw.
So do both of these have advantage?
He's too ready.
He seems to be too well armored for your current natural attacks. You're scraping against his chains, biting against the links.
Same.
He is absolutely
noise.
being harried by a bear. Okay. Xalia, your friends have this person surrounded, and they have moved him back into the black spots. What would you like to do?
I don't have anything clever. We're just
Finally stops poking at dead bodies.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Cool.
Nice. Wait, so are there's still like vines or entangled,
Yes.
whatever that spell is
Yes.
in that area? Okay.
Tell me about your chill touch.
it's just a little like ghost hand just kind of shows up, pokes in the neck.
Pokes him.
He moves up his offhand, kind of swat it away, and covers his neck.
Yeah. And also just because the shadows on his body are getting bigger and more swarmy.
Nice.
That's all.
Slit. Okay, this one is going to, let's see, move over here. He's just scrambling across all these barrels, all these boxes, just hopping from one to the other. as he takes another short bow arrow and fires it at Karydin, because that's the person that's chasing him at disadvantage. Well, he rolled a natural 1, so whatever. You just cut it out of the air again. Stop it!
Stop!
How dare you!
Okay, out of options, this halfling looks around. Boss! Karydin, your prey is near you.
That's 25. Karydin just kind of like he like the halfling is like jumping on the barrels, like doing all this graceful stuff, and Karydin just like swatting them out of his way, like crashing
Kicking
through
them.
the pile of barrels. Yeah, kicking him out of the way. And he's gonna take a swing with his long sword.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Don't do that! Stop!
The halfling can no longer do it. As the short bow clatters to the ground and rests among the vines.
Oh my god.
Then I'm gonna action search. And oh wait, that's one additional action, isn't it? Not
Yes.
movement.
Yep.
So I moved like 25, didn't I?
Yep. You would have to get into the vines.
20.
Oh yeah, that is 20, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't think I have anything that I can do from that range. Oh, I do have a light crossbow. I don't think I loaded it though.
You have an unmarked green liquid vial. You have a. You could
Yeah.
throw a piton at him. You could.
I could throw a crossbow bolt at him.
You could beckon him closer so you can put your chainmail on him.
I'm gonna try tossing the green liquid vial at him.
Okay.
This is an attack roll, right?
It is an attack roll. It does
No.
not hit. It clashes. You sail it over him. It's a little like kind of wonky to throw, so it sails over him and slams against the stalagmite. It immediately shatters into a million pieces, and the stalagmite has this kind of sizzling smoke as whatever the liquid inside it corrodes and starts eating away at it.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Murtado, the Encloaked, is going to pull out his longsword and try to stab the Tabaxi that also stabbed him, and he's going to talk a bunch of crap too. He's going to say, "Embrace darkness!" and miss horribly. And he's going to look up at all the crazy spots and shadows and give this kind of weird smile as he looks around, and he appears to be reacting favorably towards Xalia.
Yeah. She's just gonna keep it up.
We're definitely still classing short swords over here.
Yeah. Lekai, you narrowly dodge his longsword attack. What do you do in response?
Lekai keeps up the offense as we are.
Oh wait,
Oh.
pardon me. At the top of the turn, the vines, like the grasping vines, ignite because there's a campfire here.
Oh, cool.
So we are both on fire. Got it. Technically, right?
You're about to be.
Never mind.
The vines are gone. It is no longer difficult terrain. Now the area is on fire.
Alright.
It is a little dangerous.
Alright.
But it's not difficult terrain.
It's not difficult terrain. It's dangerous terrain.
My brain was about to be about to do it again, so I already stopped myself.
Can't believe Rai used up our
Oops, too much.
global very big campfire. I can't believe Rai used up our global 2 uses of being warned about attacks of opportunity.
Dude. Look.
It's okay. I understand. It's a weird rule. difficult to get used to.
Here you go. There it
Just
is.
take like
It's my grappler status, man. It's like bang my head until it's like, oh wait.
there's a feat called mobile that says anything you hit can't AoE you, and that seems like something you want.
All right. So let me make sure I got this 100%.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I don't engage him, he doesn't have a chance for an opportunity.
As long as you don't leave his threat range, he cannot attack of opportunity you. Or if you want to move away, then you can take what's called the disengage action. You can take that with your action, and then you move away. Or since you're a rogue, it becomes part of your cunning action feature, which allows you to use it as a bonus action. So what a theoretical turn would be is you can take your action to attack with your short sword, and then bonus action to use cunning, and then disengage, and then you can move away.
Okay.
That's a theoretical turn that you can do.
Okay.
Or,
we'll be on fire.
Yeah. Or you can like another turn that you could do is you could just stay in the fire and hit him twice. Or you can move to his north and then to his northwest.
You could like shimmy around.
And then you can take 2 attacks on him, one with your action, one with your bonus action. And you will not incur an attack of opportunity because you're not leaving his threat range. If you moved away from him.
Okay. That was messing me up right there.
Yeah,
that was the tricky part.
It's leaving their effective range, basically.
You can
that
move
triggers
around
the attack of
that's
opportunity.
Fine. But if you move away from them, it's not fine.
So even if I were to move over here, this technically wouldn't be a flank.
Right. No. You could... if you moved there and then attacked, you would not be flanking. If you attacked now and then moved, you would.
Okay.
It's a lot. I understand.
It's a lot of little things, which is which is catching me off guard.
Yes.
I'll come back to that later. You know what? Right now, we'll just be in flames.
Okay.
So we'll continue our battle in flames.
I love it. It's awesome. And make your attacks with advantage. One more.
Oh.
Because you have advantage, so you roll 2d20s to take the higher result.
Yeah. One more normal roll. That's fine.
Oh, whoops.
Wait,
so
did it?
take the 14.
11 plus 3 plus 2 is 5, 16. 16 hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
You hit him.
You do get sneak attack here, I think.
Yeah, and you get sneak attack.
So, do that. Oh. Lame.
Hey,
Alright.
1 damage is damage. No.
It's true.
It is.
It's true.
It is. I'm just in Snake Eyes world right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then do you want to use your bonus action to attack, or do you want to use it for something else because you're...
I will follow it up with another.
Let's go.
Because I don't believe...
you get advantage on this attack too, because you're still flanking.
So roll 1 more d20 with the attack.
Roll 1 more normal roll.
Wait, okay, so you're saying I'm flanking...
You have a bear on the other side of him.
But technically, during his turn, he attacked me.
No, but he's still surrounded by us.
Yeah, don't take like the actual word flanking too literally on this ability.
That's gonna take a while to get used to.
So, okay. What advantage means is it is... Oh! Okay, roll crit.
Fucking kill him.
Well,
roll
let me
damage.
at least finish mine then. Oh, alright, done.
Let me reset.
Because it still wouldn't have hit.
What?
Okay.
We
No,
rolled
no.
20.
It's 14, right?
I saw a 20.
I saw a crit, yeah.
Yeah, you got
He
enough.
rolled once, and then he rolled advantage. He rolled again with advantage, so he rolled 3 times, and the first roll was 20.
Yeah. The first... Okay. So
since you're still flanking him, Raikel, you still have advantage. So like he's surrounded. So he has advantage. So you have advantage on your strikes against him.
Okay.
You rolled a normal roll twice. One was a 7, and one was a natural 20. When you roll a natural 20, you crit. So the last attack roll with advantage that you didn't need because you already did it.
I already did it. Okay. So then, from the one that I rolled a 7, is that where I do the damage?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
roll damage, but press the critical hit button.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
There we go.
And then -3 because this is your offhand, so you don't get the ability modifier bonus.
So it's 8.
Yep. All right. Tell me how cool this looks.
All right. Well, as we find out that fire is engulfing the vines, we're still engaged in combat, trading blows. I block his long sword with my other short sword, and I continue to use the fact that the big bear behind him is constantly distracting him, and use both of my short swords to deal big damage to him.
Nice.
Big damage and also no whammies.
Big damage, no whammies.
All right.
And
Rhyol,
that will be my turn.
There are no whammies. What would you like to do?
Alright, alright, cool. Okay. So, in seeing that this whole space is now lit in flames, by second spell slot, cast Absorb Elements, so it's like hit a button, like an antenna. Oh, the backpack didn't go off.
Lame.
Oh well.
Whatever. It's okay.
Yeah, but now there's like an antenna like pops up the top of my backpack, and it like kind of like emits this like sort of bubble around me, like this pale shimmering bubble, and I run into the fire, like pick up my axe from the dead badger.
Okay. You take 3 points of fire damage halved. Halved down to 1.
So I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage. And you gain an extra
Okay.
d6 of fire damage on your next melee attack.
Nice.
Yeah, which I'm gonna then. So I pull up the axe. It's now like on fire. Just a floating axe. And dig it into the sky. I'm not like shooting or anything. I'm just actually just swing.
Oh, so much. Okay, 17 hits.
Axe of kill, idiot.
Axe of kill.
Axe of flaming kill idiot.
True.
Alright, I need another 1d6 from you.
This burning axe of mine!
That was a lot of damage.
Just a little bit of damage.
The fire leaps from the hand axe.
You're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And burns him with a gout of flame. Most of it was the crazy inky shadow he got at the beginning.
Fair enough.
Aloe, you are a bear. What would you like to do?
Aloe as a black bear.
Aloe is still a black bear and would still like to multi-attack.
Go for it.
Understandable.
16 hits. Go for it.
All right.
All right. The claw strike. Okay, and then the bite. Is that up next?
Yep.
The maul.
After finally tearing through that stupid armor. We decide to
the bite, unfortunately. does
Nibble
not-
on the broken armor a bit more.
yeah.
Okay.
Tasty.
Distracting.
As you slash across this dude's back, he falls to his knees in front of the fire. Says, "No, my king, Vanit, help me!" And what would you like to do to end its life?
I'll just plant a big paw on his face, hold him down in the fire.
Oh, wow! He shrieks and makes very unhappy noises. But then it devolves into this maniacal laughter. It's like, ha 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 ha! For funsies, he takes 2d4 fire damage. Alright. And then when this happens, and his life force is finally donezo, he eerily disappears and just into this black, dusty smoke that immediately burns in the rest of the campfire. And all that is left is his possessions and his armor.
And also because funny illusions, the black spots are still there.
That's correct. Lekai and Rhyol, there are very black spots and shadows all over you. Oh no, what's going on?
No, they're just spinning like all over the place where his body used to be.
Oh, okay. Okay. You all have defeated a bad guy. What would you like to do?
The fire's still just happening, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Xalia is going to pet a real bear form on the head, a low bear form on the head, like on the snout.
Nice.
Well, the fire actually dissipates at this time. Just.
She still looks like a bear person, by the way.
Good.
Okay.
Aloe takes these pets very well.
As you look
A few
around,
satisfied bear grunts.
and Aloe is very satisfied by the pets, and Xalia is satisfied by getting to pet a bear. You look around and you can see that there's sacks and crates and barrels of looted, presumably, provisions. And they're all piled up against the south and east end of this large cave outcropping. To the west, you can see the floor slopes down towards a narrow opening that kind of descends into darkness. There's a large opening that you came in now, and there's the dead halfling now, and the remnants of the slain Murtado.
Kai takes a sigh of relief and falls on his butt to regain a second.
Karydin kind of just realized the situation is he's sort of trying to like back out. He's completely forgotten like how much strength he used to just bulldoze through these barrels, and he's trying to like carefully extricate himself from the situation. It's not going very well. Oh, also he's gonna take a look at what the halfling had on him.
Oh, okay. Investigation check?
Cool.
While that's happening, Lekai watches Xalia pet the big black bear. And he asks, Aloe, are you stuck in that form for a while or what?
Aloe just makes some bear noises.
Karydin, you find another one of those funky green vials. You now have a corrosive vial in your inventory.
She's gonna start scratching Aloe under the chin.
Good.
There's another wavy Chris, if you choose to take it.
Nah.
And additionally, roll me a d100.
Lekai just has a sigh of what he's already expected and just gets up saying, should have known I wouldn't get a direct answer.
Okay. You do find a flute. It is silver in color, kind of short. Looks almost like a recorder, but is definitely a flute.
Okay. Karydin sort of tucks it into his pack.
At that point, Lekai starts searching the The black
ashes.
figure. Yeah, the ashes of the black figure.
Okay. Investigation check from you, please.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. You peer through this person's remnants and possessions. You find the longsword that he was using. It's all chipped and nasty. It seemed to be a lot more ferocious when he was actually using it against you, but now it's kind of difficult to understand how he was managing to actually do anything with it. And you find a single electrum piece and also a D100. Roll me a D100, please.
Okay. Oh wait, it's the wrong button. I say that in the chat, correct?
Yes. Yeah, /roll D1, 1D100. Okay. And then you also get, like, digging through the kind of, like, bits and foldovers of the chain-linked armor, you do find a message. It is written on parchment, and it seems to say something in common. And let me pull that up for you. I wrote it down, but I didn't write it down in the same spot. It's kind of chicken scratch, but the message seems to say something about there being a dwarf coming to Bravebank, and there are instructions to waylay this dwarf and anyone that was traveling with him. And it is signed not with a person's name, but with a shape. The shape appears to be animal in nature, not sure.
Lekai looks through the message and then looks at Roll and says, "Do you have any idea where this may came from?"
Like the symbol? Specifically, what? Like this, as in what is,
Who may have sent it?
okay, like the letter in general.
Yeah.
Would I be able to know anything about the signature?
Make a general intelligence check.
Must warn you, I do have a large brain.
You kind of do have a large brain. You're not
IQ is very high.
You're not
To
sure.
be fair, you have to have a pretty high IQ to understand real Terratrade.
That's true.
Not sure, like, what it is. It doesn't seem to be like a lore piece. It's definitely someone using, like, trying to put it in place as their moniker, kind of like how someone will sign something with a paw print or something. Taking it over and thinking about it like that, you get the sense that it seems to be some kind of like salamander face.
I don't know anyone who would send something like this. But so
Actually,
the message.
No, sorry, I retcon that. It looks like that, and so it is a salamander instead of a salamander face.
Okay.
That is the signature.
Very strange.
Wait, but I kind of want it, like, actually not in D&D, but I kind of want to sign stuff with the salamander face now. Because have you seen salamanders and their faces? They're so dopey. Like, here, I'll put one in general real quick.
So, Rhyol, you also read this message, and it seems like someone has it out for old Skarn.
Yeah, it's just the message to like attack Skarn.
Yeah,
right?
the message is basically waylay Skarn, Earthbeard, and anyone traveling with them. and ship all of his belongings to the keep.
No information on. It just says keep.
That's all it says.
Okay. Wherever this keep is probably where they took him. This is. Oh, I never, like, my alarm never triggered, right?
Nope.
Cool. Well.
Oh,
We can
should go.
Yeah.
Check on
Well-
Rolan.
Mm-hmm. Just job stuff. Mm-hmm. Go back. Job done. Go back and see it. Make sure he holds up his end of the bargain. And maybe we can question him about where this keep is.
Sounds like a good idea. Karydin has finished extricating himself from the barrels. And sort of jumps into the conversation to agree with Rhyol about going to see Rolan.
Lekai agrees and says, "Sounds like a plan. By the way, Karydin, did you have fun with him in the corner?"
Fun might not be the word, but we had an interaction.
Xalia hugs the bear.
Are you still a bear?
I'm still a bear.
Okay.
Thanks.
He knocks down the wall for us to get there quicker.
Uh-huh.
Just
The great burrowing bear.
Assorted bear noises.
Oh.
Calls.
real, just like ask, like, are you? You just get asked if you're still a bear. You're still just gonna stay as a bear. You just shake your bear head and a nod.
Yup.
Can you imagine being this gray cloaked guy? 5 adventurers leave, 4 adventurers return, a little bit battered and bloodied, with a bear following them.
And that's exactly what he sees. And then he looks a little startled. He's like, you have a bear? Whatever. Is he dead? Did you do it? We
killed him.
Rolan is sitting down. He looks a little more alert than what you originally found him, thanks to the quick healing from Aloe. He's resting against a rock, and then the gray cloak guy is standing. He, upon hearing you, confirms, like, X, what, you got any proof? Yeah, you have anything on him? Let me see it.
I don't
His
think
body melted into ash, like shadowy ash.
I pull out.
There's not much
Or-
left.
He didn't have no
Actually,
money?
help him out?
Give me his money.
Never said anything about money.
You recall that you found a single electrum piece. I think the only other thing was the message, his longsword. The corrosive vials on the halfling. Yeah. So
Question.
give me his money. Give me. What'd you find on him? And prove to me that you did it, instead of just being in cahoots with him.
Xalia's gonna transform into the dude.
Okay.
Accel, did I ever keep the longsword or the other items I found?
You kept the electrum piece.
Okay.
And you passed off the message to Rhyol, and if you want the longsword, you can have it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the longsword.
Okay.
And immediately I will use the longsword and just throw it in between, like halfway in between the hooded cloak and us, and saying, "That's your proof."
Ugh. Alright. Yeah, it checks out. You didn't have nothing else on him, and then he looks at Xalia, is like, oh, I guess that's your proof.
She sticks her tongue out at him.
You do that all the time.
No, she doesn't.
He's asking.
Oh, can I always do that?
No, he's saying, do you do that all the time?
He shrugs and like just shifts so the dude looks like significantly more demonic.
Recoils a bit. And then,
like, grows some horns and shit.
The guy gets him out of his scary moment. It's like, a deal's a deal, let him go.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. This proves you did him in and all. Alright, well, I appreciate if yous understand that threatening to kill this guy here is the only way I knew to get out. I wasn't really gonna do it. So maybe just cut him a little if you guys got really ornery, but here, my name's not important. Call me something cool like Gray Ghost. Yeah, call me that. Anyway.
No.
Hey, you! It's Gray Ghost to you, not no. Don't call me no.
I'm gonna.
I know. I know he had some money on him. He always keeps the good stuff for him. Give me his money. I know you looted it. You adventure types always do.
Man.
Lekai just sighs in disbelief as now he's being they're being bargained after a long fight.
Tell us what you know. Sorry, you can go.
Yeah, listen. We just killed your boss. We fought through all your friends. Or, I guess, ex-friends. We're not giving you the money. A deal's a deal. We showed you proof. We killed the guy. There was no giving you his money when we talked about this.
Nah. He picks up the longsword. He doesn't really have anywhere to put it. So he just holds on to it. It's like, okay, fine. I'm out of here then. Tell you what. Did me a favor, I'll do you guys a favor too. We're all doing something funky here. One day I realized, as if I woke up from this stupor, that was like, and I realized that this was some old blind leading the blind crap. And I went out. I got better ideas. And that's where you guys came in. So, I'm a slide out. Eh? You can add in. That's fine.
Wait.
Aloe shifts to cover the exit.
One last thing before we let you go.
He eyes you.
Karydin turns around and asks for the message from Rhyol.
I hand it over.
And it was talking about the keep, right? Where they took Skarn?
Yeah, it just says keep. Like, bring anything you find to the keep.
Karydin sort of, still mostly facing Rhyol, but he sort of turns around and says, "Do you know about a keep that they might have brought our dwarf friend?"
He hears you. Then his eyes shift to Lekai. Then he shifts back to you. It's like, I don't know, it wasn't the deal. Answer no transcribing, no message. No money, no message.
Lekai gets annoyed at being bargained and say, or you can have a bargain with our big black bear.
Yeah, it is a big black bear. I mean, I still got the guy right here. I don't mind, doing weird stuff to him.
Whoa.
Weird stuff, huh?
He's only alive because of me. Listen. I ain't trying to... Look, fine. Roll persuasion.
Who's rolling persuasion?
Okay.
Technically would be me.
I mean, it could be Aloe, right?
I mean, if I'm rolling, it's intimidation.
Yeah, it's intimidation.
Bears are not very persuasive.
Roll
I was gonna say,
yeah,
technically it was me.
Then let me supplement this with an intimidation from Aloe as a black bear.
Uh-huh.
Can I also roll intimidation?
You may.
Yeah, you
you're
get more
scared-
demonic as you get going.
Because you're very
Yeah.
demonic looking.
Big bear noise. Thomas, give us your best bear noise.
She's not very intimidating. She fucked it up.
So something strangely
She got
comforting.
She got too into like the idea of like messing with it herself, and she's just kind of a shapeless blob.
Oh my god.
Getting a little too extravagant, where it's no longer like scary. Now it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, now that's not just believable.
like rubber hose, like Cuphead character.
She's like a fucking anime final boss right now.
Fine. Look, a few days ago, messenger from Trash Can Keep came and brought those new instructions. Looks like that's what that piece of paper is. It ain't actually called Trash Can Keep. I didn't really remember it. Some stupid name. And told us to waylay that dwarf and whoever came with him. Well, it's a bunch of us and a few of them. We got him good, I gotta say. But we took pretty much everything and got him. Shipped them all up over to trash bin over there. I don't really know where it is. I just know it's in some stupid forest. I don't care about it anymore.
Lekai asks, some stupid forest?
Yep.
Mine. You don't remember which direction?
He thinks for a moment, and he's like, no, I don't remember which direction. I only remember my name. That's Great Ghost, mind you. And I feel like I just woke up, and everything's great today. I don't even want to kill this guy. There, you can have him. After you let me go.
Karydin sort of turns around. Aloe, would you mind letting Mr. Grey Goober through?
And it's Great Ghost. You gotta say it cool like.
I'll decide which name I use. Thank you very much.
I like Great Goober.
No,
Great Goober.
Great Ghost.
At this point, Aloe relinquishes himself from his bear form.
Detroit become bird.
Okay, something.
Big blinding light.
Magical girl.
Oh, okay, I get it. It's cause you have 2 tokens now. That's why. Okay.
Oh.
I'll change that, and we'll have it fixed for later, for next
Cool.
time.
Okay.
It's because you have 2 images now.
Aloe kind of shifts out of the way, makes room for our new ghost friend to get through.
Friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
He-
So this is out of character.
Hmm.
This is like player. He woke up to justice. Is the Grey Ghost Sparta from Devil May Cry?
if that's how you wanted. He
That's lots.
he descends the stairs and he looks all around. It's like, all right, pleasure doing business with you all. There's your guy right there. You sure you don't want him to give me his money?
I'm sure.
Aloe says, "We appreciate your service, Grey Ghost."
There's my guy. I'll take that as payment. And he leaves.
Xalia flips an illusory coin.
Oh, he goes to catch it. He's like, excellent.
It passes right through.
He looks a little disappointed. And then
She minor illusions like a pile of coins just coming out of her hands.
he's had about enough of this.
Lekai yells out, "Don't let the rocks trip you up."
And he actually, despite your condescending remark, he actually takes it rather well, as if he's practiced it. And he exits, and you can hear his footsteps echo throughout the cave. And before you stands Rolan. Looks at all. He looks at you all. I apologize. This is all my fault. He's all battered and beaten. He's got blood in his white mantle. He stands up. Come on. Let us depart. We have lots of work. We have plenty of work ahead. He starts shuffling over to Xalia.
She's gonna like snap back to a normal form for her, which is still like a skeleton with claws, and just kind of just go up and pat him on the back. Like, are you okay?
He receives your pass and he gives you a weak grin. I am okay. Whoever spoke to me earlier, it filled me with a rejuvenating energy. That may be why I am still coherent today and can walk on my own. Come. Let us depart for Bravebank. And he descends the stairs, stumbles a bit, but catches himself, and he's putting on a. You get the sense he's putting on a big show, and but he's muttering, and it was my fault. I knew it. I should have. He's just in that headspace right now.
Lekai yells at him to break his train of thought and says, "You got quite a bit more explaining to do, and you're not fully healed up. I think we should get into a safer area, and then you explain what's going on."
I would be happy to. You will need all the information that I can give. To Bravebank. That will be the safest place that we can count on. And we'll have provisions and friends there. And
Sounds good.
Everyone slides out of the cave.
Wait, what about the doggos?
You briefly see the dogs on the way out. What would you like to do about the dorgs?
Dorgs.
Rhyol stands longingly at the cave entrance to the dogs.
Karydin's gonna take his longsword. First off, he's gonna lay some of his rations out in front of these dogs, and then he's going to use his longsword to cut the chains holding them.
Okay. Make a regular charisma check.
Okay. Dog fight.
Lekai asks Aloe, it's like, can you transform into the dogs as well?
Well, I could.
You go up to the wolves and you lay out the rations, and the dogs voraciously devour it. You get maybe moving towards them while they're chowing down would not be a good idea, because they may think that you're taking away their food, and that would not be okay.
Karydin sort of like helplessly turns around and is like, I don't want to just leave them to starve. It's not.
No, right.
Aloe, you're good with animals, right, Aloe?
Most of the time.
Can this be one of those times? Please?
What do you want from me?
I just don't want them to attack us when we let them go, you know?
I can try to approach them, I guess.
Okay.
Kai just watches in the back.
You approach the dogs.
I approach the dogs.
They are devouring these rations. They're all currently chained up to this stalagmite with 3 separate chains that go into a large, round, what's the word? Thing that goes around the stalagmite.
I mean, I've got all these berries, but I don't think that's necessarily going to free them.
Why not melt the chain?
Sure.
Make an
We
attack
can go
roll.
for that. Make a what?
Make an attack roll.
Lekai, just in
On a
case.
stationary chain?
It has an AC.
Fair. Fair enough.
Lekai puts his hand on his dagger just in case.
Sure, you
Oh.
get it.
Sick.
Pull out the dog whistle that I made just in case.
Easy enough. Just it's not made of metal. It's made of just some material, and you blast it with the produce flame. And the dogs appear to be free, if tied to whatever chain leash that they still have. They're still going ham on the rations. They start a bit from the fire going into the stalagmite. Then they look at you.
I want to try petting one of them.
Lekai yells at her and is like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, whatever. You go to pet one. It immediately tries to bite you.
Darn.
13. And just you reach out your talon tentatively and just you are rewarded with a huge set of jaws clamping on your talon, and it deals 6
That is a
damage.
vicious.
I mean, you did feed them. Right.
He's still hungry. Just eat a couple good berries, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
that's the plan.
Uh-huh.
I just back out of the cave, start munching on some berries.
At least now they will. Hopefully they won't. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Lekai sarcastically mentions, nice cut.
Oh, I didn't make it actually heal. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Good berry, other formula. Can't wait for, like, blue raspberry good berry flavor.
Dude, it'll do 3 hit points to be broken.
Oh. That would be actually broken.
Well, Lekai starts moving towards Rolando.
Orlando.
I know, it sounded weird because I was like, wait, I almost sounded like I said Orlando.
I think we're headed to Bravebank.
Roland looks eager to get along.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is a thing that myself and also Karydin, who is, when he's not being shot at with arrows, a bit of a soft boy. He does not want to just let dogs starve. Anyway, to Bravebank.
To Bravebank. Alright. So, you make your way back to the cart that you put on the side of the road and calm your horses and everything. Roland hops into the wagon, resting the entire rest of the way there, and drive your cart to Bravebank. So when you arrive there, this track that you're following is this rutted track. It emerges from a wooden hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Bravebank. This town seems like it has about 20 or so just simple buildings. Some look like they could be run down, and Roland explains that this frontier town of Bravebank was built on ruins of a much older settlement. You see, hundreds of years ago, the old Bravebank was a thriving human town whose people were firmly allied with dwarves and gnomes. However, tragedy befell this place, and they were attacked by some horde of enemies, and laid waste to most of the settlement. And Bravebank was abandoned for centuries. In the last 3 or 4 years, some settlers from the cities of Blankslate and Motsabal have begun the hard work of reclaiming these ruins, and it has turned into the bustling frontier settlement grown up on the site of the old town, and you see it before you. It's home now to farmers and woodcutters and fur traders and prospectors that are drawn by the stories of gold and platinum in the foothills of the Wraith Mountains, much like Skarn. There is a militia that keeps it safe. They are known as the Rustlers. My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint, and that is actually where we need to drop off these provisions, to a place called Bathalori's Provisions. And you are now in Bravebank.
Yay!
Hooray.
You do it.
And
The quality of ride was about 11, by the way.
Nice.
Bravebank with dice.
slightly above.
Alright.
So you are now in the frontier town of Bravebank. There are many places here. As you draw the cart up and you enter the town proper, you see some children playing on the town green. There's townsfolk that appear to be tending to chores or running errands, whatever. A lot of people look up as you approach, but give you a sidelong glance, as if there are more important things for them to be focused on. They'll return to their business as you go by. Rolan, for one, does seem much more at ease now that he is no longer being killed constantly by brigands with weird gray cloaks. And you can see that the town, like some of the more old, like ruinsy buildings, they are covered in ivy and briars. And some of the newer houses and shops shows how this town must have been in a centuries past version of it. So you're on this cart track, and one of the first buildings that you arrive at is Bathalori's Provisions and Inn. It stands in the center of town. It's this newly built roadhouse, and it's got fieldstone, it's got rough-hewn timber. There's a common room. As you peek inside, there's a common room filled with locals, and they're all got mugs of ale or cider, and looks like this also doubles not only a general store and an inn, but also a diner.
Nice.
You know that this is your first stop because we have a product to deliver, but you took around and you see that there is a sort of miniature shrine off on the opposite side of the town square. There's surely a townmaster place around, and quite a few other buildings. As Rolan hops out of the cart, feeling a little better after the voyage, and here he is. He goes in and walks inside to Bathalori's Provisions and Inn, and he starts talking with a very large man.
Quick out of character question. Can I retroactively add jalapeno poppers to be part of my regional dialect because this is a diner, and all I can think of right now, because I'm fixating, is jalapeno poppers.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Hell yeah! Karydin is absolutely going to ask if they have jalapeno poppers whenever the chance arises.
Wild.
This is the kind of important character development.
It's true. So as you walk in, and as you all walk in, Rolan gestures towards you, right on time. And you see this large bear of a man. He is currently
Bob?
Another bear?
Another bear.
see this bear of a man. He's wiping a glass clean, and he's speaking with Roland. He says, these must be our victors here. Well, my name's Bartholorum, and I do welcome you to old Bravebank. This is Bartholor's Provisions and Inn and Diner.
As soon as Xalia saw him, she's now like 1 inch taller than him.
Wait, is she at all bulkier, or did she just shoot up and oh my god. Her feet just shot up.
She's still a fucking skeleton right now.
Good.
You are now 6'3".
Well, you know the image you sent in Raid?
Which one?
The one of you being taller than Fatebreaker?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Let me go find it. Continue
You see,
talking.
he sees you embiggen, and says, well, ain't that a talent? I see the kind of group that you got here, Roland. Where is old Skarn? He was supposed to be here.
That's what we're trying to find out.
Sorry, go ahead, Vince.
Why so long?
Because I have very legal tools that let me mess with my character's properties, and someone said make myself tall, so I set myself to 11 times height.
Anyway,
And nothing else.
I'm sorry for derailing the session. Mins, what were you gonna say?
That's what we're trying to find out too. About what happened to Scott. All we know is that he was sent to some keep somewhere.
Out in the forest, I believe.
That's correct.
Some keep, eh? I ain't heard nothing about no keep in the forest, but maybe someone around here does. If you never get a word out, and not being hassled by them old red boys.
You wouldn't have happened to have ever heard of someone signing with this signature? Show him the message. Just the salamander.
What is this? What is this? Is this some picture? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like a newt.
Yeah, it's just some sort of lizard. For some reason, you wouldn't happen to know anyone who, really obsessed with newts.
Oh, I can't say I rightly would. But, why don't you... I can't even think of anybody that would around here. Maybe you might try, old Lady Apple. You might try, Mr. Care over up in his orchard. Well, old Sigrid's real smart. She's the geologist over at the exchange on the south side of town. I bet she would know something cool that could be useful. Well, of course, there's always the town master, Hiram. You could ask him. He ought to know what's going around. He seems real concerned over the Rustler militia these days, though. See, they've been acting all out of sorts, as if they ain't under anybody's control now, them old red boys. Been shaking townspeople down and stealing, harming peoples. That ain't no militia. It's like he ain't doing nothing. Well, seeing as you brought...
the town master?
Huh?
Sorry, you said that was the town master for that person?
Yeah, Town Master Hiram. He's over in his hall most days. But I do thank you for the provisions. We've definitely been hurting for new goods and victuals here. And Roland here tells me that Skarn struck a deal with you to pay each 10 gold for this delivery. Now I can do that, but for the rest of the job, I know that Skarn is off touting 50 gold per. I ain't got that, but I do have spaghetti. I can pay you 10 gold now, and for dinner I can make us some spaghetti. And I can just put my faith in you all that you can find Skarn soon.
We'll do our best.
I think we deserve a hearty meal.
And Lekai puts his hands behind his head and says, "Spaghetti with your best milk, and you got me."
Spaghetti and milk.
Roland.
Yeah.
Oh, he is a cat.
He is a cat.
Roland puts his hand on the bar and looks at you all and gestures. Bartholorum has also been generous enough to provide lodging for us as well. And we can be comfortable staying here as long as we still endeavor to locate Skarn. I think I will set up my little post at the Townmaster's Hall, and we shall see what information that we can gain from there. Something is
Sounds good.
definitely something is definitely amiss here. Bart tells me that the rustlers are, as he mentioned, being very aggressive when they should be the town's boon. But we shall see. And Roland departs. He goes straight to the Townmaster's Hall. And he exits. And you're left with Bartholorum, Bart. He's got a big old grin on his face. Well, are y'all staying for dinner? I know that one is. And he points at Lekai as he pours out a big old glass of milk. Now I got someone that likes milk just as you would. Tell you got kind of similar.
Lekai perks his ears up and say, "Oh, really? Who do you got?"
Yeah, Cherry, where are you now? And a very tiny gremlin of a tabaxi pokes her head out. Just this very orange cat peeks out from side of the table. She's been watching you guys for an hour. And says, "Hello, I like milk. I am Cherry." And and Bartholorum gestures towards the very diminutive tabaxi kitten and says, "Now that old there is Cherry. She's my assistant manager around here. Any trouble with her is trouble with me now, understand? I ain't saying that there's going to be some, but I always feel like I have to say that. Especially with them old red boys coming in starting stuff."
It's nice to meet you, Cherry.
Hello.
Lekai gives out a hearty laugh and says, "You have nothing to worry about from us."
Hello, are you adventurous?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm the assistant manager.
Aloe kind of peers down at Cherry, looks back up at Bart, and asks, "Does she like berries?"
Cherry like berry. Oh, she kind of
Aloe
likes anything
offers
you'll give her.
A good berry.
She takes it, and then it's immediately gone as there's with a cat-like grace and agility, just whoop, it disappears in her mouth.
And by cat-like grace and agility, you mean like falls over herself trying to eat the good berry?
No, it's just no, like she plucks it out of Aloe's hand and then puts it in. She just inhales it. There's no chewing.
Uh huh.
It's immediate.
It's like my dog. But with dining company like that, how could we refuse?
Bart bids you all find a seat. He's like, "Now go on and have a seat. I'll rustle us up some grub soon, and we can welcome you to this town. And I suppose you all can get started on what you aim to do then." And he starts. He puts some pot of water to boil, and there he goes. Cherry is standing there, staring at you all. A little uncommon, but there she is. She's being weird about it, but she doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who are we to judge?
Yeah.
She lingers for a moment and then disappears to go and do assistant manager things. You can only assume.
Very important assistant manager things.
Lekai chuckles to himself and says, "What a cute kitten." Finishes the rest of his milk.
Aloe wants to ask Bart how he met Cherry.
Well, funny you should ask. He kind of looks around for Cherry, and then, comfortable that she's not within earshot. Her parents ain't around no more, you know. She actually, little Cherry that is, her dad, her pappy, went out over yonder, set out on some kind of adventure gig, or he said he was gonna do something to liberate the town, beat up some orcs, I don't know, some gnolls. He never came back, and her mama, well, she got into trouble with them old red boys. Wrestlers came in one day and demanded protection money. She ain't got it, and took her away. And then Cherry ain't got nowhere to go, but I was always sweet on her, and she hung around with me, and well, and gave her a place to be.
I can't believe this.
Oh no. Oh, we lost Vince.
Rhyol
said,
is
just
passed
before.
out on the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
how long have I been muted?
A little while.
Probably 10 minutes.
Oh. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, Val.
I thought I explicitly checked and I unmuted myself, but I guess not.
It might have been the other way around.
I think the only thing I did was walk up and pet Cherry as like a 6'3" fucking skeleton.
Retroactively, she enjoys the pets,
Okay.
and like she looks up at you. She looks up at you at this wonder, like, oh, and then you're big.
Little happy kiss.
Cat hiss.
Yeah.
And
Like,
and then she is now currently doing assistant manager things out of eyeshot, potentially out of earshot as well. And Bartholorum is making his spaghetti, and you guys are. I was currently talking with Bartholomew. What are the rest of you champions doing?
Karydin is tucking into some pasta. He's a little sad that he wasn't given customary pasta and jalapeno poppers, but you know.
Bartholomew sets all the plates down, like, here you go, eat up. Need to keep your strength up. Delicious spaghetti, eh? I had enough to get some old meatballs in there too. Hope you like them. On the house, of course.
Xalia is attempting to eat her spaghetti like an absolute animal. Just like
Okay.
she's trying to take bites out of the whole mass of spaghetti.
I don't want to roleplay your character for you, but my first instinct was to assume that she got a horse head and just started like slurping up the pasta, making assorted horse noises. I
slurping up the spaghetti one noodle at a time.
Good.
Watching Xalia go nuts.
Karydin is eating the pasta like a normal person.
Lekai's busy drinking milk.
In the meantime, Aloe is also trying to hide tears.
Aw. Aw. Sort of between bites, Karydin sort of asks, what's his name, Barthelor?
Barthelorum? But my name's Barthelorum, but you can call me just Bart if it's too much. I know it's a lot of syllables.
He's... Where do you think would be a good place to start? I know you said the geologist, maybe the town master. But do you have any suggestions?
Well, I suppose my suggestions ain't changed much since I first gave them, but you can try old Sig over at the exchange. She's usually pretty friendly. Might meet back up with old Rolan, with the town master. Introduce yourselves. Or I would say just try not to get in trouble with them old rustlers.
Have you noticed anything strange about the rustlers, or are they just sort of standard looking for trouble?
It indeed seems like they've been looking for trouble recently. They're supposed to keep the town safe, keep them gnolls at bay, keep them goblins at bay. And they're doing that right, but it's like they're treating us as their old possessions, you know? We got money, they feel like they're entitled to it just because they protect us. That ain't right. And dragging a couple of us away for not paying up, shaking us down. They usually hang out at the other tap house here. It's called the Smiling Lion, but might find them there. I ain't said you though. Don't, leave me out of it.
Yeah. Karydin nods. He very quickly assures Bart that he will absolutely not mention him if we go looking for them.
Lekai asks, while he is happily enjoying his milk, you know of any good weapons and armor around?
Well, used to be a place like that, but then rustlers shook it down, robbed it, whatever you want to call it, and so they didn't have enough anything left of business, and they went on over down Blank Slate. Now it's just me in the shop. I do general goods here, and that's actually where you'll find Jerry. She runs that section. That's why she's the assistant manager.
I'm sure she does it very well.
Xalia's gonna walk up to this dude, and then she's gonna try to pet him.
He regards you for a moment, and then just backs away. Now, pardon me, Marm. I ain't no. You'll have to forgive me. I ain't touch feely like that. Please don't.
Just gonna sit that down.
It worked so well the first couple times.
Exactly.
True.
Lame.
If you don't mind, if I may be so selfish. No, Skarn and I go way back way before he got into the military. He's discharged, you see. Please find him. He's my old friend, you know.
Absolutely.
Lekai asks, If you know Scar, do you know anything about Rolan?
No. I just know that Rolan is, one of Skarn's hirees. I only know him in passing, but we ain't friendly like,
Of course.
It's not like I'm going out drinking with them, none.
Drinking with them in this amazing milk as he chugs another.
An entire glass. Down in an instant.
You are your glass is refreshed by the excellent assistant manager of the place. She pours she takes your glass of milk off of the table because it's above her height, and then she pours the milk into it and then puts the glass back on it with both hands. Here you go. Here you go. I refilled it for you. Then she waddles off.
I'm coming up. Come back.
This little orange cat just walking around. She goes off again, out of sight.
Karydin didn't even realize her coming up, so he jumped a little bit when she took the glass off the table. She's so good at that. Where did she come from?
Lekai just mentioned your assistant manager is definitely a keeper as he's drinking the newly refreshed milk.
Gives you a grin, ain't she? She's got talent, I tell you what.
Tell you what. God.
Aloe is still just slurping noodles through significantly thicker tears.
Oh no!
Lekai notices Aloe in tears. He asks, "Are you good?
Are you okay, bro?"
Aloe says, "I would die for that Tabaxi."
But not for us?
Lekai goes back to his milk saying, "No wonder why I didn't get a good berry at first."
Yeah. It's okay, Aloe, I understand.
Oh, man.
At any rate.
As you guys are eating, some of the other patrons exit, and you are now left with just yourselves and Bartholorum, and presumably Cherry is somewhere, but she is currently out of sight.
In the rafters.
Yeah, so the people that leave are just some old geezer looking dude. Maybe a raven-haired lady, and let's see, that's all that was here just this evening. Yeah.
Is it turning night?
It is turning nighttime.
Okay. Well,
about this time, Bartholorum kind of perks up. It's like, oh, I remember now. Here, this might be useful information to y'all. Seems, oh, wait, no. Lost it again. Pardon me. And he goes back to cleaning up, and he gathers up all your spaghetti dishes and cleans everything up and sets to work about closing the diner for the evening.
Karydin sort of looks around and says, my guess is that we should get some rest before approaching the problem in the morning. As much as I would love to, go through the night asking about Skarn, I think we all need some time to recuperate.
Y'all's rooms are upstairs and on the left. One for
Thank you
each.
again.
One for each of you. Oh, you're welcome.
Lekai shows gratitude and he asks, "How about one last milk to go?"
So you're looking at Bart, and then you ask for the milk, and then you hear a, and you look down towards where the milk was, and you see Cherry kind of waddling away. And there is now a full milk next to you.
I think Cherry's going to be a better adventurer than any of us.
Lekai is shocked to see that the bowl that the cup that he had put on the table is immediately filled back up, and he's like, "Oh, that is definitely a very good."
Rhyol pulls out like a notepad of like on top of it says like career ideas, and it's like assistant manager Tabaxi kid.
Cherry comes back with some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, I was about to say, Xalia shapeshifts into a perfect copy of Cherry and just sits there waiting for her to come back.
Thank you, Xalia. Very cool, Xalia.
So you wait a few minutes, and there she is. Cherry waddles back into view from another side of Bartholomewn's provisions and inn, and there she is. She sees herself. You see her, and she goes, "You're me. Hello."
Gonna wave.
She waves back.
I'm gonna start trying to mimic her motions.
Hello, me.
Wait, maybe Xalia can power up and become as fast as Cherry.
Hello, me. How are you doing?
Hello, me. How are you doing?
She looks at you for a moment. Passes the mirror test. And Cherry smiles, and she walks up to Xalia Cherry and "Hear me. Take this. I've been saving it. Give it back to me later, okay, me? It'll be safer with me." And then she gives Xalia Cherry just a little tiny red spherical kind of candy. And then she goes up to Bart. Says, "Okay, Bart, I'm done."
Xalia's gonna hold on to it.
What, Erys?
Xalia's gonna fucking hold on to it and gonna randomly change her fur color to black now.
Cherish the candy.
So after proclaiming that she is done with her assistant manager duties, Cherry does not look back at the group and exits and seemingly goes to her chambers and retires for the evening.
Okay. Good for her.
Good for her.
Bart's leaning over the bar / in desk now. Well, I think I'll get on too. We'll see you in the morning, eh? In the morning, I think I'm making pancakes.
Karydin sort of perks up a little bit. He doesn't say anything, he just perks up.
Lekai finally finishes his cup, decides to go outside to watch the moon.
Okay.
Karydin's gonna go pass out.
Bed, yeah.
Yeah, he's real tired.
Okay. Everybody can take their long rest.
Heck yeah.
Aloe shoves a few more good berries down his throat before that.
They're quite delectable. They
Crunch, crunch.
taste like raspberries.
Wild.
The delay in your speech there just made me think my internet crashed again. I instantly looked at my router. I was like, oh god.
Instant regret.
Okay. So everyone gets all the resources back. Everyone gets their hit points, their spell slots. You recover half your hit dice. I think you didn't spend any. You didn't take a short rest, so that doesn't matter anyway. And you awake to the... Huh?
Val? Val, what are you making noises at?
Sigma.
Oh, okay. You can't just start doing that.
You absolutely can.
I mean, you can.
It's incredibly in character.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was just like...
Xalia noises.
She still has the cat as the little Tabaxi cat.
I thought something was up.
You're going to sleep.
Do you guys do anything special during the long rest? Or
If you have a cat, you just learn to mewl right back at them.
It's true. It's a true fact.
I think Karydin's doing his usual nightly ritual of in his sketchbook. Aside from that, nothing else.
I'm going to swap out. Sorry, I'm going to swap out one of my infusions.
Okay.
I'll decide that in a second. But so I go up to Lekai and say, because for sleep. I noticed you. Sorry. You seemed to like to throw your blades. It got you into a bit of a situation last time. I think I might be able to help you with that. If you could just let me tinker with your blades for the night.
Lekai perks up after hearing that, and he's like, "Sure, go ahead." And gives his daggers.
Cool. Your daggers are now going to have this returning weapon.
One of them.
Oh, just one of them? Yeah, sure. I guess one of them. Whatever. Whichever one you use for your main hand. It's gonna be... So now when you... so now I'm just gonna have +1 to attack and damage rolls. And it immediately returns. But she's gonna be like tinkering with it. And effectively, what he's doing is just attaching like a semi-magic magnet to it. But yeah.
Nice.
You now have
Congratulations.
a dagger of returning in your inventory.
While that's going on, Aloe's just kind of in the corner, whittling away at a bit of a rod. It's not quite a log, but it's definitely thicker than a branch.
Where did you get that?
I've always had it.
Have you?
Yeah.
You just been carrying... Was the bear carrying a log this entire time?
No, it's not that big.
Okay.
It's like wand-sized.
Okay. I was envisioning just like half of a tree on your shoulder.
For the daggers, is it like an overnight thing, or is it just like...
No, this is just like a thing that your daggers are, or your one dagger is now.
No, I meant like you tinkering with them. Is that
yeah.
overnight? Okay.
Yeah, is effectively what I'm doing is like the long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, she gives it back to you in the morning. It's like, oh, there you go.
Cool.
She can specify it when the long rest completes. So you guys wake up to the delightful smell of pancakes and some slight bustle downstairs.
It's pancake time.
It's absolutely time.
Lekai sees Karydin rushing down the stairs for pancakes.
Absolutely.
And then gets this daggers from Raikel and says many thanks. This will be very helpful for future fights.
You bet it will.
Xalia has decided today's look is going to be muscular and with a spiky tail.
Sick. Nice. Wait. Are you still the same size as Cherry? But like muscular
yeah.
and a spiky tail?
Yes.
Cool. Aside from that, where do we want to start with gathering information? I think just the town master where Roland was. Roland, I should say.
Seems like a good idea.
I hate to be fun,
Is definitely the best.
but let me interject. Nah, never mind. It's not worth it. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Okay.
So downstairs, you can see Bartholorum. Let me set the scene though. So you can see Bartholorum is dishing out pancake after pancake. He's got hot cakes going everywhere, and then Cherry is dashing them to all of the various patrons. There is a old geezer here. He's takes the pancakes very easily from Cherry. He says, "Oh, thank you, Jubilee," and there is a person here with there's a lady here with just raven colored hair. She was there last night as well. She also takes them from Cherry and thanks her. And there is a couple people that look like they are from fresh out of some mines. They're all dirty. They haven't showered. They probably smell a little rank. But they're off on the side, and then you have Cherry, who just returns to the bar for another fresh stack of hotcakes that she's ready to dish out. She takes one of them and just inhales the entire thing, and Bartholomew sees you come and sees you all enter the room. And says, "Oh, hey, good morning there. Got some flapjacks for you. Take a seat and enjoy. I got some cream you can put on them as well."
Ayla's gonna sit down and just look expectantly. She's gonna have to clamber a little bit over the fucking table.
Cherry, the orange, the little tiny orange Tabaxi kitten just zips, drops off the just a large stack of silver dollar pancakes in front of you.
Finger food.
Like a burger.
Plate.
Yeah, just bite the plate. Karydin's gonna thank Cherry very much for the pancakes.
You're welcome.
Like an Animal Crossing NPC. Exactly.
Laxi digs into a good breakfast. And then as he finishes, he asks, who do we want to start with? So that we can get some more information about our message.
I think the safest bet is the town master. If we need to specify more afterwards, we can always go to the geologist, because the geologist, I think, I'm not sure, but the geologist may have some information, some dual information on the mines we were originally headed to. Which, it can't hurt to get that kind of information. Plus, I myself have some personal questions I would like to ask her.
Sounds good to me.
Lekai just nods in acceptance of that plan.
Sounds like a good plan.
Any objections, Xalia? He looks over at Xalia and sees
Her mouth is full of pancake.
He sees her like picking up the pancakes like burgers.
Aren't you looking down at it?
Yeah. Looking down at Xalia, mouthful of pancake, burger cakes held in hand. Is there like syrup trailing down as well?
No.
Is she a messy eater or just?
She's not messy. She just eats like a fuck. She like doesn't.
Feral animal.
Yeah.
Karydin sort of he starts asking any objections. Maybe we should wait for her to finish those.
She shoves the rest into her mouth. Like she...
Unhinges her jaw.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know where you were going with that.
Lekai just looks in disbelief of the entire situation. It's just like, you never cease to amaze me.
Well, wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess we should go to the town master. Huh.
Alright. So, as you all get up to leave, some of us more content with the food that we ate than others. You're all exiting, and you hear Cherry asking Bart a question, and she's asking him, "Hey Bart, did you see me? I gave me some candy to hide, but I can't find me anymore." And as you're exiting, you happen upon the town master's place.
Xalia's gonna turn back into Cherry and run back in.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
And she's gonna offer the candy back.
Oh, you found it.
She's gonna
Did
she's
you get
gonna
that for me?
illusion it. She's gonna illusion it so it's a different color now.
Oh. This is candy. Are you giving it to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. She takes it and then just bloop, it just disappears immediately. And she moves forward like a couple steps to you. Like this, like her countenance just does not change. Just this, it's what it is on the token. and she like gets real close to you, and like Bart has diverted his attention somewhere else by now. It's like, thanks for the candy. I'll tell you a secret later. Come back, okay?
He's like, Xalia gets like a little surprised happy face. And then scampers off, trying to go as fast as Cherry, but not being able to.
Okay, bye.
Not a single person on this planet can move as fast as Cherry.
Anyway, Xalia's fur is now like blue and gold.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cherry is definitely having feline speed permanently on.
Alright. So you arrive at the Town Master's Hall. Yeah? That's where we are?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're walking through the town. You're on this dirt track. You see the raven-haired lady exits at the same time as you do. She's not with you for more than a few seconds, though, where she diverts off to the shrine-looking place.
Mm-hmm.
And you look around. There's a couple more buildings. Some of them are more run down than others. Some have holes, missing pieces of the roof. You do see a couple of red-cloaked humans and dwarves and other various people that must be kind of like they're looking around with just discerning eyes. They see you for a moment, sneer, and then kind of spit on the ground, and they just look around. And you arrive at the Town Master's Hall. The Town Master's Hall has very sturdy looking stone walls. It's got this pitched wooden roof. It's got a bell tower at the back. There's a wooden bulletin board next to the front door that has a notice written in it. It's written in common. Everybody can read it. It says, "Reward! Orcs! and gnolls, orcs and gnolls near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the menace should inquire within. And the notice has like this, what must be the seal of Bravebank, and it has this chicken scratch, indecipherable signature. Before you is a wooden door.
Karydin sort of looks around behind, sees, the whole gang is here, blue gold cherry included, and he's gonna knock on the door.
Okay. Bum 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 bum. Go ahead and make a perception check while you're there.
Okay. Wait, no, this.
Okay. You can hear some stern talking while you're here. It's not a shouting match yet, but it's just definitely like pointed conversation. One of the voices is Roland's.
Okay.
And it stops for a moment, and you hear a voice that you haven't heard before, ushering you in. Come in.
Karydin's gonna, push open the door and step inside.
Okay. Before you all stands Roland, and he appears to have washed his clothes. It is no longer bloodstained and dirty. He's looking like his regular self as the day that you first met him. He looks much more ambulatory as well. So a good night's rest did him well. And he is standing. He's got kind of a little mini desk. He's standing at that, and he's talking to this rotund man with a weird little handlebar mustache. He's bald, and on the top of his head he's bald, and he's got mutton chops going down, and he's got this big grin. He's got a glass of wine in one hand, he's got a burger in the other, and he's got like a little pocket protector with a bunch of pens in it, or pens or quills and parchment and stuff. He says, "Welcome. You must be the adventurers that old Roland's talking about, yes. What can I do you for? I'm Hiram Walker, the town master, and don't you forget it."
Karydin
Sorry if I'm a little loud, by the way. Said sorry if I'm a little loud when I do these voices, by the way.
You're good.
You're good.
At least I'm pretty sure you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Shoutouts to my microphone automatically adjusting my voice, apparently. Or my volume. Alright, continue.
Karydin sort of it's not a grimace. That sort of feel, look. He kind of does that as well as the Dragonborn can. And, slowly turns around to look at the rest of the group.
The rest of the group, in addition to this, you see Harbin has... Sorry, not Harbin. What the F? Hiram has, in addition to his physical appearance I described, his clothing, which I neglected to describe, is kind of like this ugly vertical blue and green striping. And then over that, he wears a dark brown vest.
Same.
As Karydin turns around, Hiram doesn't seem to wait, and he's like, "Come on in, I got a job for yous. You're adventurers, why don't you make yourselves useful? Come on in, sit down, we got lots to talk about."
Karydin sort of... Nobody else speaking up, Karydin sort of admits defeat, steps forward, and sits down.
Xalia's gonna unwillingly follow. She doesn't want to be here.
Was Roland still here?
Roland is still here. He is currently standing by his mini desk. He's closer to you, than... Sorry, he's closer to Hiram than he is to you.
Okay.
Lekai not really wanting another job, but walks in anyway. After Karydin.
Okay.
Aloe kind of motions towards Rolan and asks if he learned anything about Skarn.
Rolan responds. He says, "No, I was not able. Doing any sort of that work here is difficult. The rustlers are... I'm not sure if I can put my... Sorry. I am not sure if I can put my finger on it, but everywhere I try to look, there's rustlers. They seem to be barring my path." "Nah, how do you know that they're not doing anything quite like that? They're just keeping watch over the town. They're militia. They're keeping us all safe." And Rolan is... kind of bows his head and... There's something not quite right. "Hiram, I have heard reports that things are not well here." And then he looks at the rest of... And he looks at the party, as if hoping you have something that you can change Hiram's mind about.
Hiram, do you happen to know... Have you heard, I should ask, of any keep out in the forest?
Now, I ain't heard no keep. Why would I heard about a keep? I don't go to that forest. I got the militia to protect me from the forest. Ain't no problems.
But there is dangerous stuff in the forest.
He takes a big bite of his burger. Just meat juices going everywhere. He takes a swig of his wine. "Well, of course there's danger. That's why we got the rustlers here."
Lekai kind of gives a side eye when he hears about the comment of needing militia for the forest, but doesn't say anything.
And you said you have a job for us?
Yeah. Instead of you adventurers standing around taking up whatever you do's in the town, if you want to be useful, you can go make mincemeat of them gnolls or orcs or whatever out east yonder instead of pestering me and my rustlers. I'm busy. I don't have time to answer every random question from every random wanderer that strolls into town. Don't bother me, don't bother the rustlers. They're keeping us safe. Why don't you go get lost?
Before we do so, if we were to become, say, less than random wanderers by doing this job, would you be able to answer our questions?
Now listen, I did say I was busy, but sure, I don't mind answering questions if you're useful.
Karydin sort of lets out an exasperated sigh, like... Okay. And then looks back to the party. Is any disagreements here?
Xalia's chewing on her fur.
Aloe's just kind of proudly preening himself.
Proudly?
Yeah.
Nice.
Lekai just looks at Hiram and then looks back at Karydin. Doesn't look like we have any other choice.
And roll. Any,
I don't like it, but
agreed. Roland, it looks like we've got some gnolls and orcs to take care of.
That's what I like to hear. See, Roland, you can be more like these lot. They know where they stand. They don't get into nothing that they ain't belong. Why don't you
know
go
where we
with them?
stand, eh?
He takes another He takes another really big bite of his burger. Some of the
Lekai
juice gets on his shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Lekai turns around and asks, "If we know where we stand, how about you tell us anything about the orcs that are troubling you and your militia?"
Well, they seem to be trying to raid us every now and again. Real harassing types. They got the militia, and then not only that, but they seem real interested in all these other areas around here. I bet they're related to the brigand attacks that I've been hearing about and past these Three Boar Trail parts. Bet if we stop them, that's the old chain of command, I would say. Roland has kind of puts his palm in his face.
Same.
Lekai's ears perks up when he hears about brigand attacks, but doesn't want to ask any other questions right now. He's more been discussive as he continues eating.
Karydin, he's not. He's shifted demeanor quite heavily. He's gone from I don't like this guy to I am going to tear this guy apart. And he sort of stands up, chair scrapes against the wood of the floor, and he says, "I'm going to go." And he sort of storms out.
All right. Thank you.
Aloe's not far behind.
Yeah. Bill.
We're leaving. On our way out.
Yep.
As you're heading out, Hiram turns to Roland and is like, "Now see, Roland, I like them. Why can't you be like them, Roland? And just go on and there's a task." And then the door closes as Roland is kind of muttering to himself that he should probably move venues.
Somehow appears in the back of Xalia's head explicitly to stick its tongue out as she walks away.
Roland catches you guys outside. He leaves, and he's not far behind you. You hear the door open and close again.
Mm-hmm.
You all group. I cannot apologize for his display. I have no affiliation with him, and of course you do not. You do not have to do what he asks you simply because he is the town master. But he seems kind of at a loss, like he's trying to... he seems like he's trying a little too hard to cushion what you just encountered. It's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And I will try to follow Skarn and learn where he is, but where this keep is, it is difficult. Surely someone around town must know where it is, or we could... Here, come here, you all. And he brings you all closer. Let me tell you the reason that I am here. Now, Skarn hired me, of course, but I am here on official Lord's Alliance duty. You see, about 2 months ago, there was an agent from Lord's Alliance sent here, and my true purpose is to locate this agent. His name is Amaretto Sour. But it is confounding. He has not reported back. He has disappeared for all intents and purposes. He should be here. He should have his own station. But I fear the worst. And so the Lord's Alliance sent me. If you see a scholarly fellow, but also a roguish fellow, wearing a purple cloak, ask him, that may be him.
Is there any way...
He may have the answers we seek. His specialty is in intel, after all.
That's very helpful information, Roland. Thank you. Like, this is genuine. That's stated genuinely. I don't think I got that across in voice.
Oh no, I got it.
That last part was out of character, but you know what? It works. Whatever. Karydin sort of pinches the bridge of his nose, and he says, "Roland, please be safe. For now, I think we're going to do what Aram has asked of us. And I personally am going to try and dismantle whatever awful things he's decided he wants to do. I cannot stand him. I am going to tear him down."
Well, I will not pretend that I can stop you. It has already been made apparent that I am set to lose battles when I am outnumbered. That's how I came to be in that cave, after all. This is my fault. But you do not have to clean up my mess. This is the Lord's Alliance's mission, so to speak. But please be careful. Perhaps see what information you can glean before you head off. It may not be as Hiram is describing after all. I have not heard of any orc reports. But if you need me, I will be here. Or at Bartholorum's.
Raikel just turns to...
Raikel does?
No, it's okay, it's okay. We only got a couple minutes left anyway.
Yeah. Lekai turns to Roland and asks, "Do you really trust his information?"
Who, Hiram's?
Yes.
Not particularly. But that is only my opinion.
Rhyol says, "I think that man was a waste of time."
Aloe agrees wholeheartedly.
I think
Taylor just scratches behind her own ear.
what was the other location? Is the other person that we were told to ask terrible names? Out of character, I'm asking this.
There's
the
the other people that you know exist in the town are that old person that was that you saw in Bartholorum's. There's the raven-haired lady that is currently at the shrine. There's the geologist that is on the south end of town, and then there's just other random people that are walking around. But those are the people that you have seen so far.
Mm-hmm. And also,
I'm
go ahead.
I was just going to say that I'm certain there's someone else here that could give us better information.
Okay.
Alrighty. We have
as you all look around, deciding whether or not to take on Hiram's task or search for more information, deciding whereabouts we're going to go next, you will head back out into the town.